Hey guys, welcome back. This is Shannon Aller and I'm coming on to do a layout. I just realized this is kind of sideways for Shimmerz paints, and I have the entire Color Kitz collection here. I am so excited. This is for April 2023 Color Kitz collection, which means I've got all kinds of mixed media. And yes, I know I swatch kind of messy. I've got the bonus bundle, which is this gorgeous sunflower paint. It's a Shimmerz, so the liquid's already in there, and this sequins mix. And then, oh gosh, what else to show you? So I have the bonus bundle. I've got the, what all did I have to show you? Bonus bundle, all the mixed media goodies right here. Let me move that. I've got all of my mixed media goodies. I need to get some spray into my inklings. Spray meaning just a little bit of water. I go ahead and have it activated, I don't know. I get them ready. And then they are good to go when I am ready to go. And then I have the new paper collection kit goodies, which includes a bunch of pattern papers that are double-sided. And I have a complete unboxing, guys. Oh gosh, I've got that. I've got the dots. I've got this stencil, which is gorgeous. And I didn't tell you guys, it's cut really, really small. I have got repeated several times. It's just one cute little cut file. Well, there's 3 pieces, and I copied it several times in a really small scale. That is all part of the Color Kitz, just the mixed media, just all of that, but all together, the entire Shazam is the Color Kitz collection. And I didn't know it, but they just told me that you save $5 if you order the whole thing at the same time. And I didn't know that. It's something to know. I love saving. So that is what I have on hand. Now, what to tell you what I've done already. I did go ahead from the one piece of paper in the Color Kitz papers collection. I went ahead and detail cut out, fussy cut out all of the little pretties. I love them. My very favorite, oh, guys, look at, if you put this bunny sitting on that flower, I have all happiness and joy right there. So I have that. And then you saw that I went ahead and cut out the cut file. But what I did off camera, because, I'd get stuck having to, guys, I had a little mixed media disaster. I went ahead and used clear gesso all over this piece. The reason why I did that already is because I wanted to be able to create and play along with you. So I'm going to go ahead and get some water into my inklings. I have Me in Blue. I have Olive You Truly. I have, oops, that one I didn't let fully dry from when I was just playing with it. Don't do that. I have got Ice Sage, and then my Shimmerz already has liquid in it. This Shimmerz in Sunflower, that's in the bonus bundles, and this Vibes in Deep Blue Sea, as well as the Vibes in Here Comes the Sun. Clearly, I already have liquid. Okay, and if you did see my unboxing, you saw me go ahead and swatch my colors, which I do every month, and then I play with them all month long so I can get to know them so well. Then it's easy to just grab stuff when you need to. That's the whole point. Yes. So I'm going to be pretty generous with my water amount. And the reason why is I might end up using a lot when I do this. And I end up having to put more water and go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Okay, let's get those activated. Once I get some fun mixed media on here, I'm going to use this stencil with some Cloud Whip. I'm excited about that. Oh, and let me bring this out so I don't have any issues. I'm also going to paint some of these little guys in. And I'm not sure how. This is the second time I've used it. I might just go in and make them all frosty and beautiful and wonderful. I might just do that because that would be fun. I'm not quite sure. Or should I do them in all like the yellowy tones? That might be really pretty. If I concentrate on Here Comes the Sun and the Shimmerz in Sunflower and make them like a happy yellow something. Okay, I'm already liking that idea. And I'm going to leave these solid ones right here. I'm going to leave them white so the color really pops off. Y'all, I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that idea. So just yellow here, and then I will concentrate on the greens and the blues here. We've made a decision. We've got it. All right, let these sit for like another 30 seconds and I'll come right back. I think what we should do is just get messy. I'm going ahead and putting just some plain water on here so the papers are just ready to take whatever I throw at them and let it start moving around. So I'm going to start with Deep Blue Sea, which is a Vibes. What else do I have to tell you guys? Oh, when you guys put in your next order, because it's not an if, it's a when, because it's Shimmerz, put my name in the comments and you will get a freebie. And those freebies are maybe my favorite part of the orders because I'm mixing it like this, not shaking it, because I don't want to get any of the pigment stuck up in the nozzle. It's a real thing. Oh, and I can already see, because it happens every time, where I missed getting the gesso. Totally fine. Does not bother me. I'm dipping my finger right into that paint because I got a little bit on my hand. Okay, we've got that. Great. Because I've got the gesso on there, the paint gets to move around a little bit and it makes it that much more fun. We can add just splatters and make a difference on our layout, guys. If you just go like that, it's already pretty and interesting to me, and that is awesome. Oh, let me show you the photo too. I know I'm jumping around, I'm just excited. I'm gonna use both, one of them, not quite sure. This is my oldest daughter and her boyfriend, and it was on Easter, and I thought that would be ever so appropriate. All right, we have that. Now let's go in with Me and Blue. Now, if you know my channel, you know that my dog's name is Blue. So every time I use this color, I get all goofy and silly about it because I'm like, oh, it's Me and Blue. You know. Anyway, it's a true thing. I am that dorky that it makes me rather happy. I'm going to go ahead and get some of the mixed media on these gorgeous florals on the side as well. Let's just go ahead and go in there. Do a little more messy, messy, messy. Guys, look at that background already. I'm actually totally satisfied with the background already, and it was so simple. So I'm going to follow suit. I'm going to next go into Olive You Truly and just do really organic splatters. I think that's what we're doing with this background. And I tend to think that people like to overcomplicate mixed media. I mean, as long as you go in just knowing you're going to play, you're totally good. And I will set this aside to dry for a couple hours. I have a couple errands to run today, so it's a perfect time to start with the mixed media and just be able to be happy and go with it. So this right here is the Ice Sage. And it's going to give us such a beautiful, like, pearly, sparkly, just, I mean, look at the color. Look at it. Would y'all look at it? So that is almost it. Now I do know I'm going to tear all of my edges, so I don't have to go super close to the edges, but I love that I have this big concentration of blue in the middle, and it kind of is feathering out into the green. I also love that I didn't plan it, but I can act like I planned it. All right, that is it for now. Now, of course, I can come in, you know, once I'm working on the layout and pop extra mixed media. But for now, I'm going to move my wet paints to the side to let them dry. And I'm going to bring my cut file over. See, this little guy, he just needs time by himself. All right, let me put that to the side. That will be perfectly perfect. Love how that's going. Now, this cut file, and you guys see that I have already used this paper. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So I can move all of that because I told you I wanted to concentrate on these gorgeous yellows. So let me get all of the pigment going on Here Comes the Sun. This is a vibe, so it's a really nice amount of pigment. And then the Shimmerz, like I said, guys, I'm turning yellow, already has liquid in it. And let me see if I can find my little mixerator, which is also known as just, you know, the little embossing tool. These do work great, guys. What are you gonna do? All right, I'm gonna start with just a bit, not a bit, I'm loading my brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and pretty strongly dab this all over my sweet little flowers. I'm choosing to think they're daisies. I'm not quite sure what they are, but I'm deciding that they're daisies because I love daisies. I have Shasta daisies in my flower beds. Okay, totally easy, right? Then I'm gonna go into my Shimmerz, grab some of that gorgeous, gorgeous, really amazing pearly sparkle, and just dab all around the outsides so that I'm going to have kind of a two-tone situation going on here. And that is it for these guys. I like the idea that I have kind of like the blues and greens on one part of my project, and then this will contrast off of them like bam. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna repeat it on all of them. I'm not going to color in the solid bits. Like I said, I like the idea of having something for my mixed media to really pop off of. Okay, see you guys in a minute. At this point, I wanna play with this little stencil. It's got the perfect bit of florals and a little bit of molding paste. So I can let it dry and then just go in maybe with a little bit of mixed media again. We're just gonna see how that goes. So let me get some of the goo, because that's the very technical name. Now I know that I have a plan for right about here to have this cute little grass dealio. So I think I want like a meadow of flowers coming up behind it. And it does not have to be perfect. I do not do perfect mixed media because if I tried, it would be a hot mess. So you just gotta bear with me and enjoy the process, that's all. A little bit of smearing, pick up some of the extra. Guys, look at how stinking cute that is. Now, some of the mixed media product may come through the flowers, and that would be awesome if it does. If it stays bright white, that's awesome. Guys, this is such a usable stencil. I can't. Look at that. So I'm gonna do just a little bit more, let it dry, and then we'll put this layout together. My mixed media is dry, and I thought I'd show you how my very simple background turned out. Guys, it does not have to be super complicated. I have one of my lights off. It doesn't have to be super complicated to get a really fun design. So I have that, right? And then I want to double matte it. I've got this really fab, it's like a mac and cheese color. It's actually like spot on for Here Comes the Sun, but you know. I have that, and I'd like to do like a skinny matte with that in a second, and then go ahead and double matte it onto this really nice neutral. I'm gonna gut both of the insides, so don't worry, they won't be ignored. So here we go. What do we want to do? How do we want to make it smaller? I'm thinking what? I think I'll just cut it. Let's not be all dramatic and worry about the tearing thing. So let's go ahead and cut it maybe 11 1/4. How about that? We can always cut it down more if for some reason we need just a bit off, right? Then I'm gonna go 11 1/4 from this side because I'm pretty good with having all of this gorgeous blue stuff working out over here. Okay, there we go. So we have that. Then I'm gonna scuff up the edges from this guy and bend it up a little bit because I want to see as much of the yellow as possible. But this is the deal. I also want to make sure, okay, this is going to work perfectly, that I've got this really nice bold border all the way around it. I don't want the white, so that's actually going to work out perfectly. So let's go ahead and just trim off this bit here that gets me to the white. Is that enough? I might need to do like a sliver. I'm hoping this will do the sleeve. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to do the same thing. Then I'm going to go ahead and double mat it. Now I am going to also scuff up all of my papers because, you know, the whole scufferator thing totally lends itself to mixed media. Let me show you how this is vibing so far. So if we have this, let's make sure we can get a little bit. Do I want a little bit more of the gray showing? That is our question. That is our question. Now it's about perfect. All right, I'm going to scuff up on my edges, attach it all down. I have that. Then guys, look at how cute all of this is going to be. We've got our sweet little bunnies because the bunnies were kind of my favorite. We've got our bunnies, right? Perfect for Easter. I don't know. Oh, I didn't show you guys these. Look at my pretty little flowers. They came out so pretty. So of course we can bend them all up. I'm going to put them right on top of the white so they super show. And then I was looking going, all right, I will in the beginning glue this. Guys, I know I have to do it, but I'm going to glue that little bit down. And when I start attaching them, I'm going to add sequins in the center. I thought, you know, I'm not going to add them yet just because I want them to be all set in the glue. Yeah, I was thinking about this while I was drying. So let me do this, trim out my photo, I'll mat my photo, all that kind of stuff, and I'll meet you right back here. So this is kind of where I'm vibing this. I have got scuffy edges, and I'll bend them up just a little bit more in a minute. I use the same two papers to mat my photo, although I did use, see how this one has this great gray floral. The flip side has these kind of shapes. I don't know, they're cute. They look like happy little suns. Okay, so I have that. And I started kind of placing my little floral bits. I want to pop stuff up on foam, all of that. I've got my photo popped up on a little foam, so that's perfect. You see grass behind my little photo here, so I figure the grass would be so cute on that. And then I like the idea of having just this, look at this color, guys, this gorgeous peachy pink kind of butterflies are up in the sky doing their thing. You can see the mixed media of the of my stencil, guys. How pretty. And then I was looking at this going, okay, so I have flowers floating, but I can come back in with my green and make little stems for them. Can you just believe it? So I'm going to do that once I make sure where things are, because, you know, I have to get everything put down. So chances are I'm going to have to use some liquid adhesive because mixed media and regular ATG are not the best friends. So let me get all of these things placed down and I'll be right back. So where we are now is these pieces all have a little bit of adhesive. I am grabbing my little emery board here to get my title. Just a little scuff. It does not need a whole lot. It's really not a big deal. I just bent up the other elements, didn't do as much scuffing, but what I did was I used a tab punch and punched the word smile out of this paper right here, and I figured that would be quite a fine title for this. So I can go ahead and do a bit of tone on tone and tuck it in right there, and that will be cute. Okay, and before I go much further, I wanted to get the placement for at least a couple of my dots. I might just use 2 this time. Let's see. You never know. I've got lots and lots of product left to do. Oh, that would be cute around my bunnies to bring attention to my little bunnies. Oh, I think I'm going to do that because they almost stick out onto the grass. So that's going to be a nice little grounding for them. I'm going to go ahead and leave the dimensional adhesive up. That's right next to them. Leaving that on it. And that's kind of extending my little grassy area, which I like. I needed a little something, so that's good. Now, I did tell you I was going to use sequins right in the center of all of these. So I'm doing a nice blob of liquid adhesive in the center of all of them. It's okay if it gets a little bit tacky. That's probably even going to be helpful. I'm just going to load them up with some sequins, just like that. I also have to get a kind of a skinny paintbrush, and I'm going to paint in some floral stems. It's just a bit by bit kind of a project. Let me get my little sequin dealio, and I'm going to just start laying them kind of willy-nilly wherever they are willing to lay. I think it's going to be really cute. I'm not going to be targeting the yellow ones because we've got a lot of yellow on these flowers, but I think it's going to be a really cute little sparkly addition to this. Okay, I'm going to keep playing with it. I'm going to keep putting it on there. I need to draw in my stems, and then I'll be back in just a moment. So I did some simple pencil lines, which will help me just to get nice placement for my cute little stems, and I'm going to just paint right over them so that we have a bit of green in the middle of this pretty blue. I mean, actually we do in the background already have a bunch of it, but you know what I mean. If I have to, I can go over it a couple times too if I need it to be a little bit darker. I just think it adds just a little bit more of that homemade touch that we like so much with mixed media. Thinking a couple of leafy bits might be in order for this. Thought I grabbed a skinny enough paintbrush, but I should have probably got a slightly skinnier one, but that's okay. And I can go ahead and tuck that right under there. Cute. So leafy bits, let's see. Let's do kind of a simple one. I have no idea what kind we're even supposed to have on these plants. So we'll just do some very simple leafy bits. I guess I'm having them look a little bit like the petals that are around them. Not a big deal. Oh, I need one right here too, guys. This one doesn't have a nice little stem. How rude. There we go. They just get cute little leaf on the side. All right, so I have that. I'm gonna paint them in cute. Then I've got my flare. Got my sequins in the centers of my flowers. I really liked how that worked. I need to bend things up a little bit for fun. I've got my title, which is Smile. And guys, I don't know. I think maybe a few splatters maybe. But as things go, this one came together so easily. You know, I love the bunnies in this kit. The moment I saw them, I wouldn't stop talking about them. So sometimes things just inspire you so quickly. And like I said, Easter is my favorite holiday, so that totally works as well. Let's go ahead and get a leaf shape. Doesn't have to be a perfect leaf shape. I don't even know what I was doing. I was just having some fun with it. Just a little shape on there. I think this one could use a second one over here because we have room. Needs to be a little bit longer. There we go. And that is almost that. So the dealio is, guys, I will have links down below for where you can get your hands on these goodies, for the blog, for the Facebook group. You can share what you are doing with these products. Oh, guys, remember once again, put my name in the comments when you make your order because you want a freebie. I mean, I'd want a freebie. I'm going up on that just one more time where I'm seeing a little bit too much of the graphite of the pencil. I need to glue my bunny on more. Okay, so I have that kind of like, look at, guys, I left this flower out by itself, getting no love. So let me go ahead and do that stem. I'm going to stare at this for a second and see if I want to do anything else. So this layout is just about done. I do want to add some splatters. I've got my little floral pieces fluffed up a bit. My bunny ears are looking rather cute. They're so cute. So I want to get a little bit of water and a little bit of the Olive You Truly going. Thinking of putting some of it right here on my glass mat so I can add a little bit of extra water so I can really get it moving around. There we go. That's what I needed. And I'm just gonna go ahead and splatter around in my clusters, bring a little bit more of the greenery, the grass, that kind of thing. I also want to make sure to get some on the flowers because right now my flowers are all just a really pretty yellow and white. And I thought the green on the top, because it's so incredibly metallic, is going to just bring it together so nicely. Get a little bit off of Shay's shirt. I want to get some down in this grass to make it a little bit more a mixed media looking grass. Right now it's a gorgeous watercolor grass, so we're just going to make it a little bit messier. And come on paintbrush. Isn't it funny how sometimes you do it and you get so many big huge blobs of paint, and sometimes you try to do splatters and it just argues with you the entire time. Oh, let me get off the bunny's little face. He's so pretty. I like it in his ears though. There we go. Cute. A little bit more on that flower up there. My butterflies are gorgeous and beautiful, but they get to get in on the action too. Just a little bit. A little bit more in the background, and then I can show you this layout all finished. I think it was super fun to create though. So much fun. Oh, it's so funny. I just don't want paint on the bunny's face for some reason. The rest is totally open season. All right, let me show you what we have. I will pull it up. I'll have a bunch of still shots to follow. Oh, I did go ahead in these daffodil shapes and just use the yellow sequins from the bonus bundles. And these sequins are the other colors that are in the bonus bundle. So how fun is that? All right, still shots to follow, guys. I told you I'd have all the links down below. And what else to tell you? Oh, it was $5 less if you buy the whole Color Kits collections. And I would get them while you can because they have been rather popular, so don't sit on it. Okay, still shots right there. I'll see you guys ever so soon with another video. Bye, friends.